What's up? It's your girl LJ, and I'm just gonna jump right in on today's topic. All right, let's just jump on in there. So today I'm gonna talk about what is endometriosis and how it has affected my life. So disclaimer: I'm not a doctor. I'm not an expert on this at all. So I'm going to give you information based off of what I know and what I've kind of learned through this process. I did post a video last year of everything that I've been dealing with, but it was more somber because I was just learning, that I was diagnosed with this. So yeah, fast forward today, better mindset, and I'm hoping I can help other people who might be in my place. So, what is endometriosis? Endometriosis is basically tissue that lines the uterus found in your endometrium, and there is tissue very similar to that is not where it's supposed to be, which is within inside your uterus. It is found in other parts, such as your ovaries, your tubes, your intestines, your bladder, all up in there. Okay. So it's found in other places outside of your uterus. This tissue can also break down. So basically, when we have our cycles, that's basically what sheds. It's the lining of our endometrium, which is inside of our uterus. So that's what ends up shedding when we have our cycle. That's the same thing that happens with these same similar tissues, but on the outside of our uterus. They also shed, and that can cause scarring and adhesions, from what I understand. So, how has this affected me? Whew. So, to give you guys some of the symptoms that will kind of show you how this has affected me, is my number one symptom was heavy bleeding, especially during my cycles. And maybe some of these symptoms can also help you understand, maybe, or give you a better idea of what you might be dealing with. That way you can talk to your doctor. You can talk to your doctor about it. But I was dealing with heavy bleeding. That's something I dealt with since high school. And then the older I got, it became missing school to, having to take some days off from work. I deal with fatigue. Sometimes you can get nauseous. You can have back pain. Um, you can have pelvic pain. Pelvic pain, I think, is the biggest thing that I've been dealing with as of late. It wasn't something I really had an issue with before, but pelvic pain has been more of an issue now. And then also you can have issues with your intestines and your bladder. So when it comes to me working out, that's been my biggest issue. Is more of my workouts have become moderate. If you've been following me, you know I like to do intense stuff and I like to try challenging things, but I've had to tone that down just because my body isn't cooperating all the way with me right now. I tend to bloat. It can be gassy. I mean, we all be a little gassy, but so a lot of these symptoms also come off like PMS symptoms, and I think that's why it's so hard for people to really say they have this or not, because it sounds so familiar to other things, right? It can be you're just PMSing, um, things like that. So I think the biggest thing is when I started dealing with having a lot of cysts, and then when fibroid happened, that's when it was like, okay, let's look a little deeper into what could be going on. But I hate having endometriosis. I hate it. I mean, I'm not gonna let it break me down for sure, but I definitely have my days where I don't understand. There are theories on what causes endometriosis, but they're just that they're theories. And isn't that how rumors get started? Like, we can all make some stuff up, right? But considering I work out, I eat well, I've always been big about, fitness is a lifestyle. It is very disappointing when stuff like this happens, but what I say is have a positive attitude. The last thing I didn't mention, as far as a major impact in my life that endometriosis has caused, is potentially infertility. So I think that's a conversation for a different video. So please make sure you guys subscribe, like, and hit those notifications so you can get more of my videos. My next video, I am going to talk about my situation when it comes to fertility and what that looks like. If you've been watching my videos for these past past 2 weeks, I've been trying to post and keep myself accountable with all these changes I'm trying to make. But if you have endometriosis or you know someone who's dealing with it, leave an encouraging comment. Let me know what they're doing to feel better, and what did they do besides laparoscopic surgery. So that is what I had done. Like I said, I had 2 surgeries done last year, and that's the method I took to kind of ease it. But I'm going to break my whole endometriosis journey into pieces and explain it more. This video was just all about explaining how it's affecting me. It's definitely mentally draining. I feel like I'm not myself anymore to some degree. I'm always going to be LJ, but to some degree it can definitely be very upsetting. Just not feeling like myself. Your hormones, you fluctuate up and down, up and down. I feel like some days I'm moody and I don't know why. It's crazy. You don't understand why you're feeling a certain way. And yes, I know it could be worse. I hate people say that. It could always be worse. But it also could be better. How about that? But yeah, this is how endometriosis has affected me. And I'm going to talk about the things I'm doing to make those changes. Like, I'll talk more about my nutrition, fitness, supplements I'm taking. So trust me, I'm going to go into a little more detail about how it's changed me in those areas and the changes I've made. But all right, if you have any questions or anything that I didn't really hit, because I feel like I'm rambling on this video, but let me know. But thank you guys for listening, and continue to be encouraging, But all right, subscribe and like.